right, guys. So, first question: what are some qualities you look for in a woman?
Again, loyalty for sure. You know, you want a woman that's loyal to you, that has that good sense of character. Somebody that's committed. Maturity is another thing too, because you know, girls could be a certain age, but it doesn't mean that they're mature, right? So I look for emotional maturity more than everything.
Nice. All right, cool. Jay, what do you look for?
I like comfort. I like women who's very comforting and reassuring sometimes. Because it kind of like, as a man, me doing a lot, like just having that emotional comfort from another woman, it just makes me feel good.
Like, what? What do you want her to do? Like,
Sometimes I'll be doing dishes and my music be playing, so I like my woman to come up behind me, hug me, you know, kiss me, you know.
oh, okay.
Yeah, things like that, you know, soft little things, and you know, it's so cute. And
Nara, what about you?
She's smart.
Smart. Okay.
Yeah.
So brains.
Yeah. That's important. That's part of the most
You
important.
can't have an airhead.
I can't have no airhead, man, and I'm someone who I debate.
High IQ, you know.
Yeah, I mean, so, and I don't argue debate, but I debate to the point where if we have a topic, we gotta talk about it. I can't deal with no yes and no's like that. I need someone to
That
talk
mental
to.
Stimulation.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
I agree with you.
I
Conversation.
think it depends on like the age you are in life.
Older men sometimes tend to like a younger woman only because she may not have as much life experience, right?
Okay.
And she may be open-minded to learning with him
Mm.
versus a woman
Mm.
who's done so much and she feels completely independent and says, no, I'm stuck in my
We're
ways.
doing this.
You know, this is what we're
Right.
doing, right?
All right, guys. Next question. Where's the
One
dice?
second. So you hit a 7, so that means everyone loses, but we take shots, baby.
Yeah.
Man, I knew that was coming, man.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Salud. I knew that 7 was coming for some reason, man. That's why I put nothing on the table.
So before you roll, what question you got for the gentleman?
Okay. Would you date a woman more successful than you?
Yeah, I have no problem with it. I mean, in my previous marriage, she was making more money than me. The only thing it made me do was to either try to get to a level or even try to get better. So it was kind of like, I don't want to say we was competing, but we was always trying to better
It was
ourselves.
motivation.
That's not a bad thing. That's good.
That's motivation.
Great.
For me, it's like, if you earn more than me, because I see myself as an alpha, right? And you're gonna push me to try to earn more than what you're making, so we eating at the end of the day,
Yeah.
right? Because I am gonna drive to try to make more. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, just to piggyback on what he's saying, yeah, you need somebody that's a go-getter, right? That's motivated, that can show you a few things. Cause I like learning from people, right? Like if I want, like my girl has to have that quality, which she does, thankfully. She's a go-getter, she's motivated, and she knows how to push me to my next level as well. So I say, you know, behind every great man, there's a great woman. That plays hand in hand. So if both of you are motivated, both of you getting it done, then guess what? You're gonna have a good life.
Right.
Character.
Do you guys think it makes a difference like when you guys meet each other
Mm-hmm.
and she makes more money?
Even though success kind of somewhat makes you an alpha, right? It's a
Right.
significant
Yeah.
factor, right? The mindset is what makes you an alpha.
Bingo.
How she represents her demeanor too, because I mean, you can feel a certain way, but I would say in a good relationship, she'll kind of like lift you up, not kind of like batter you, say, well, you know, in certain situations, well, I make more money than you, like, you know, that's.
Yeah, that's the wrong
Oh,
woman.
when that happens
Yeah.
though, you gotta dead that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Thank you. You got
No
that
real
right.
woman's gonna talk to you.
That's like somebody like belittling you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's a no-go. Anytime somebody embarrasses you or belittle you, it doesn't matter who they are or how they look, cut them off.
Absolutely.
Cut them off.
Absolutely. That answer your question.
Yeah.
Real quick, roll that dice. 8. Man, you guys just love 8s.
Do you guys mind having like your partner have like male friends?
So yes and no.
Fair.
Yes, if this is someone who's been, as far as her friend, who's been around for a long time,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Then, yeah, that's cool. Because as a man, it's like boundaries that has already been established.
Cause you already fucked first.
Hey, if you already said that first, or whatever the case is, it already happened. You know what I mean? But if it's someone brand new,
He's like, damn.
if it's someone brand new, hey, look, man, we gotta
So
talk.
why though? Why? Say why.
Say why?
Yeah. If he's
That's
a
a
brand
good
new
question.
friend, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't know this dude. I don't know nothing about this dude.
It's like we're being so
That's
friendly.
You know what I mean? Why you being so friendly with him? What's going on?
That's not. Be straight up.
That,
The
that,
reason is because 9 times out of 10 he's probably trying to.
he's trying to smash.
That's true.
That's what it is.
That's
Right?
true.
Yeah.
A brand new friend, Yeah, I mean, he's getting you water.
What if he has a
What?
significant other though, and you just
That don't mean
what if you met at work?
It does not matter.
What do you
If
mean?
a man has a
Does
significant
not
other
matter.
and he's interested in another woman, he's still gonna do what he's
But
gonna do.
it's not.
Bottom line.
If
That's a
he's
fact.
showing that he's trying to be a friend, right?
What if he tries to go on a double date? What if he's like, let's vibe?
But still,
as a
some people are
I've
interested
met,
in that
I've
way
met
too.
men
And listen,
that have done the double date thing just to get closer to
Mm.
a
Hey, I've met women.
Yeah.
I know women who do the same thing.
toxic,
Right.
very toxic.
Absolutely.
Right? So if women would do it, men would do it, and vice versa.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So it's a no. That's a no. then.
That's-
It's a hard no.
It's a no for no.
It's a hard no.
I actually saw like a video the other day. It was saying like women should always lie to men, no matter what. Everything you've done, keep it to yourself. Tell your mom. Tell your best friend. There's no reason for you to tell him anything. Once you guys are together for a long time and he's invested all this money and time into you,
Oh, yeah.
then you can say things.
Damn.
Because guys love over time. Women fall in love with promises and things like that.
No, that's right. You're right.
So that's, well, I have a question because I work in the nightlife industry, so
Right.
Okay.
so I'll get numbers sometimes, and it's like it doesn't really mean anything to me, but
Right.
you know, I don't think a guy might see it that way, and to me, it's about money, you
Of
know.
course, yeah.
But it's still, it's like your partner wouldn't really like see it that way.
So you're saying you give the gentleman. a phone
Well,
number,
well,
they
it
give you-
depends. It
your
depends.
number
I
out.
don't really, no, I don't really always honestly give my number out. I might give my
So
social
Good
media.
contact.
I'll do. But I have 2 numbers, and then I have a social media. But I usually go for the social media first.
Right.
But if it's like somebody that is like it's a
Good
regular
tipper.
customer and a good tipper and he comes all the time, I might give him my number.
So that's good on your end, but do you not think that may be a little misleading to the men?
Yeah, but then it's like, you know, you met me while I was already working where I was
Exactly.
working,
So
so
he
that's
should-
what it is. Or whatever.
Let me
Yeah.
ask you something. What if you were that dude's chick and then he did that? How would you?
That's a good one.
You're the chick. You're his significant other,
He's the bartender.
Right.
Yeah.
and you discover that he has this new friend that's a bartender, that's a female.
Okay.
How do you
Oh,
think you would-
you're saying if I was in his shoes.
Yeah, yeah.
Personally, for me, because I already know how it is, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with
I mean,
that.
he also can't be sketched with like the whole conversation.
Yeah,
Right,
like,
right,
yeah.
Right.
So it's like if you see the friendship's comfortable and they're like friendly in front of you and like you can tell the like
You can,
No.
you can feel the vibe
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
I don't really think I had an issue unless you got my attention for the wrong reasons. I'm not really a jealous person unless you give me a reason to.
Mhm.
So with that saying, she's an adult. If she's gonna go out there and fuck around, she's gonna do that. But why worry about that? Until you give
yeah.
me the situation
To
to worry about that. So as far as having her having male friends, whether it's old, new, whatever, I'm cool with it as long as you don't give me the attention to bring it to you and you know it's gonna trouble me just and I'm gonna talk to you about it. So, you know, and I'm gonna want answers. If you got my attention and I talk to you deliberately, like talk to me. Let me know what's going on. That's it.
You
I
said
don't stress about it.
you said I was a great man.
Yeah, you're a real good man.
Well, I've been in marriage for a long time, so
Wait,
Bro.
he's counting.
Man, roll it off.
Let's go.
10.
Huh?
Look at you.
Told you.
I'm hitting. I'm just
All right. Would you date a dancer, an exotic dancer?
I
If
used
she-
that question. Alright, I'm gonna let. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, that's her profession. That's what she does. Like, you know, for her business and how she makes money. I mean, as long as she understands when we get into a relationship that there's boundaries and things like that, and maybe she teaches me about that. Maybe I only see a dancer in one certain way, in one perspective when I go to the club and whatever. But hey, maybe there's a whole different side to it. When she sits down and, you know, communicates that with me, then maybe that's something we can work on, you know what I mean? But you have to be transparent from the
You're
beginning.
very understanding.
Yeah.
'Cause I would be like, you're gonna teach her bartending lessons?
Well, I mean,
Very
yeah.
confident, cause
Of
like
course.
You have to be
also
confident.
with the dating an exotic dancer, her like one of her job requirements is to give lap dances.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
and
that's
some of
what-
them are naked. You know.
But that's, I think the question
Yeah.
is if she remains an exotic dancer.
Oh, if she remains, no, a lot of things. So it's like, I can't just say yeah, yes, and then, you know, I don't know.
Jay.
That's a no. Hey,
That's a hard pass.
hard no.
just because you know I'm not really in the business, but I know some of it, and
You know what goes on.
Yeah.
D, what about you?
I couldn't do it, man, because
You're just making a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Just bring it
Then-
back.
What's
You don't even gotta
successful
work.
you?
You're like a house.
then it would, she wouldn't be
I
like,
feel
I wouldn't be dating her. She'd be like that's my piece.
But you cheat.
That's
And
getting
you'll be
me
cheating too because
exactly,
feel
man.
confident.
I'll
Because
be,
I've seen it before,
Yeah.
like in the club,
Yeah.
like a lot of girls that dance, like their guys cheat, like a lot.
Oh.
Well,
Because-
but then again, they're all night at the club. So
Yeah,
the guys on
that's-
free
that's
time,
true,
it's
that's
like,
true.
well, hey, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
And then it's like, well, what's she doing right now? You know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going out.
Exactly.
Because it's like the hour, the devil's hour, right?
Well, straight up, I wouldn't date an exotic dancer only because I'm territorial with mine.
Yeah.
What's mine, I don't like it to be shared anywhere, and not saying that she'll necessarily be sleeping with anyone, but I don't need anyone to be intimate with my partner.
Gotcha.
I hear that.
Would you guys date an OnlyFans girl? Or a porn star? I thought.
That's
Yeah. Would
very,
you guys
that's a,
date?
that, you know, that question right there is very with modern society right now.
Very
Yeah,
much.
very
Very
much.
much.
So
yeah.
OnlyFans is like,
That's the thing now.
Yeah.
OnlyFans is the thing now.
Porn stars?
Well, I mean, porn stars is still a thing, you know what I
That's
mean?
been
It's a
around,
thing,
yeah.
goddamn.
Well,
Still here.
like OnlyFans is kind of like a low budget porn
I
star.
don't know much about
But
OnlyFans.
what if she don't have like only toes?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know much. I don't know much about OnlyFans, right? If it's like something that if it's like a fetish, like feet, and she earns 6 figures, man, let it ride. Let it ride.
He's like, put me on, man.
Shit, I put a toe in. You know what I mean? But if it's like she's getting smashed, nah.
What is the
How
bar?
do you feel about
It's a double-edged sword, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you really gotta get to know the female to see where her mindset
Yeah.
is based off that. And just with that, man, there's so many ways to make money.
Yeah.
Women know that.
But
But
you
you
can't-
allow the man you're talking to let you do these things.
I would not want to be with a man that would
Yeah,
be okay with
yeah.
that.
Exactly.
Okay, well, that's a great question. You're asking us.
Well, you're asking 3 alpha females, so we run things a little differently.
Okay, well, well, I guess we're on the same page. This is no for me.
You're in the
I
right
feel like they tend to be attracted to each other. I feel like alpha male and women tend to be attracted more towards each other.
But you know what? Sometimes it can be toxic because
Yeah, I mean,
you want to
yeah,
take over.
yeah.
High functioning
Very-
alphas.
Yeah, yes.
Not
Yeah,
low
yeah, yeah,
functioning.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
So in the last episode, I was mentioning how I prefer an alpha female, but we got to know our roles, right?
Absolutely.
A female, I think, to a certain extent, should let the man take the lead on certain things, just like the female should take lead on other things.
Very
Right.
true.
As long as you establish those boundaries, you should be good, right? Because now you got 2 strong individuals. When I'm falling back, you picking me up,
Right.
vice versa. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that whole, because I've been in relationships where 2 alphas and we're like head to head, and it's like, bro, enough is enough.
It's toxic,
You know what I
it
mean?
gets toxic.
That gets really toxic after a while, and then you're like, maybe I don't want enough. Maybe I just want
Right.
someone who's submissive.
Well, some women like to lead, and those it's not gonna work. But I feel like an alpha will let a man lead. Like I like when a man leads, and I'm very dominant, but I like when my man leads.
Yeah, but that comes with a lot of things. I mean, letting a man lead brings what to you? Security.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's the biggest thing, security, you know? You want to be feminine. You want to sit back and just,
I want to be a woman.
Let him
I
run
wanna
the
be a
show.
woman. Absolutely.
Yes,
As
great.
alpha and dominant, I want to be a
Yeah.
woman.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
yeah.
Set.
Oh
Ah,
my
man.
God.
Okay. All right, listen. Everyone loses, but we got shots.
Oh, yeah.
I clap.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salud.
All right. So now Amarella's gonna start rolling.
Do you prefer your partner good in bed or good in the kitchen?
Both. You gotta have both the best worlds, so why not? You always wanna look for somebody that, that you complements you and has redeeming qualities. So for me personally, I would like for them to have both, and luckily I do, so shout out to my shorty. No,
There you go.
Okay.
and I believe you can fly.
7 winner.
I told you.
Hey, we got another shot for you. Ready?
Okay, I'll keep.
Cheers.
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 Alright, you're gonna continue rolling.
How would you feel about being in a relationship where she was the perfect girl, she had all the qualities you wanted, but like the sexual chemistry just wasn't there?
I would do it because I'm gonna teach you some things.
Right.
You know what I mean? So in that aspect, like it'd be interesting. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna take my time, especially if I'm into you. I will take my time to teach you what I know.
Okay. You hit another 7, man, it's over.
We're gonna be done.
Take your ass to Vegas.
10, 10, alright, cool. Lay some bets real quick.
All right, guys, how do you feel about phone privacy? Meaning, like, are you guys okay with sharing passwords? Are you guys okay with, like, your girl going through your phone when you're sleeping? Or, like, what's up with that?
Well, keep it 100, man. I mean, if I really had nothing to worry about, it's okay. But the thing is, why would you want to go through my phone in the first place is a little bit troubling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to have this trust. Communication is key. So, I mean, privacy, if I'm not going through your phone, don't go through my shit.
Yeah, no, I feel you, but sometimes it's like, okay, I want to grab my man's phone. I got to make a phone call or something. My phone's not here. I got to take a picture or something. I want to be able to
Where's the
do that.
nearest-
To wait out
How-
you, like, oh, why are you going through
how-
my
My
phone?
yeah.
It shouldn't be an issue.
What?
If we're comfortable with each other, I think you should be okay with me going through your things and you going through my things.
So there's 2 different things though, right?
Right.
So one thing is, if you happen to stumble across the phone and you need to do something, take a picture or whatever, cool, right? That's not malicious. But if you say, oh, well, I technically left my phone over there, let me use your, hey babe, I'm gonna take a picture, and after you take the picture, now you're going to check through the phone,
That's shady.
that's malicious, that's kind of shady, from, excuse me, from a man's perspective, right? So you gotta kind of, are you asking off rip if you wanna go through his phone at any time, is he okay with it? Or if you happen to stumble by it? It's a difference.
Sweeps.
I mean,
Random sweeps.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
yes, that's what it's all about.
Why not? If you
I'm
have
gonna
nothing
do
to
it.
hide, if you have nothing
But
to
you
hide,
said
why
yes.
not?
But
I have nothing to
come
hide.
with that straight,
Yeah,
straight.
no,
away.
no,
Where does-
straight up, straight up.
Sweeps.
You
Okay.
saying random sweeps.
So let's
I
say
guess
you're
not.
hanging in bed, your phone's next to me,
Okay,
and
yes.
I want to grab your phone and go through it. Why not? What's the
By all
issue?
means.
If you have nothing to hide, really.
No, if I
To be
I've seen
perfect.
older couples, the reason why like I think this question is so crazy is because like I've seen older couples like in
They do
social
that.
settings
Yeah.
and if like the doña needs to go on the phone and she just goes in, she
Yeah.
knows the man's
Yeah.
password and there's no
Yeah.
problem. But with these younger generation, obviously the phone's different.
I mean, I feel like there's a strong foundation that shouldn't be a problem, but it is. You know, sometimes depending on the relationship, depending on the people. But
Right.
again, you know, your foundation is strong and nothing's gonna crumble. Then it shouldn't be an issue.
At the end of the day, you should be able to go through your partner's phone at any
Right.
time, right?
Absolutely.
And you should feel confident that it's not gonna be a big deal,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
But I think what we're trying to say is, if the woman feels like she has to do that constantly, one, that's a big insecurity on her behalf.
Right.
So she kind of may want to check that at the door.
Mhm.
Guilty conscious.
Because,
type.
exactly,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It may be a guilty conscience of something that
That's
she may be
absolutely
doing, or it's just an insecurity that she has altogether, right? Because if you're constantly doing that, then you know 100% in the back of your mind, your man's not 100 with it.
Okay. Do you mind your significant other or having with your couple, like your partner, a joint bank account? How do you feel about joint bank accounts?
That's a good one.
You want me to start?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely you want to build with your partner. If it's somebody they're looking for long term, then I think that's like an evolution, right? You work your way up to it. I'm not gonna go right off the bat, like, hey, you want a joint bank account? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
no, that's something you work up to depending on your goals and things like that. And then why not? You know, especially if somebody you're in love with and you see a future with, sure.
Me personally, I don't think I have to share an account because your bread could be mine could be yours. I don't really think we need to share to be tracking everything because I'm a sneakerhead. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be pressed about you bought sneakers again. 'Cause that's just gonna just bother me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So I don't like to be tracked. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I am in a relationship, but I don't like to be like hovered over like a little kid. You know, I'm an adult. If I make my decisions, just know I'm handling mine the way I need to handle mine. Now, if it becomes concerning, I understand. But, you know, if I need your help, you know what I'm saying, I would expect. But I'm not going to go in your account and try to just track you. Oh, well, yo, you went for Victoria's Secret? Oh, they had that deal, huh?
I told you
At the end of the day, when my woman needs bread, if I have it, I would definitely give it to her. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so it's a yes and it's a no, right?
Yes, no.
It's a no.
I'm a tiebreaker. I believe it. Yeah.
to have
Yeah.
one.
Have one and have your own.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There you go.
100%.
What you had before is
Together for
yours.
building
Yeah.
it my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Now,
put a
because
stack
that
and we
way,
start,
that way
yeah.
I don't gotta worry about her hovering over me and getting jam J's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we put a
Yeah.
percentage to take care of our business together. And like, let's say if Valentine's come around, fuck, I'm not gonna go into our joint.
You brought
And
flowers.
then
What
show
you
you
doing?
You bought me
Why'd
from
you
my
get
own
the
money.
cheap
With my own money.
Yeah, I
Let me
mean,
give myself a gift.
let me get myself a gift. No.
I mean, the chocolates
Yeah,
I bought me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our chocolates.
And I think that helps the relationship along the way.
I think so too.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
Besides, what you think? How do you feel?
So my wife and we have 3 accounts. She has her own account, I have my own account, and we have a joint check account.
Lovely.
I pay all the
Yeah.
bills from there, that's it. I
Lovely.
never ask her what she does with her money, she never needs to ask me what I do with my money. If she ever needs money for something, I'll give it to her. If I ever need money for something, she'll give it to me and vice versa. Like, that's it.
Love that.
Yeah,
Love that.
yeah.
Go into each other.
That's
Well,
awesome.
When
When you're in a
Yeah.
marriage, you have to have each other's back financially.
Yeah,
Have to.
that's for
Because
sure.
that splits couples up, you know what I mean?
It does.
Sometimes
Finances, biggest thing.
finances is one of the biggest things of divorce, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is my money, this is your money.
Yeah, but I totally agree with that. But joining accounts, does that solidify doing things together?
So this is my thing, so if your partner knows that you like sneakers, right? But you guys have an ultimate goal to buy a house, to buy a boat, to just buy more properties, right? If your habit is stopping you from doing that, that may be a little conflicted within the marriage.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's being a little bit selfish, I would think. It's just my point of view. Everyone thinks different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes we gotta make little certain sacrifices to be able to reach that ultimate goal.
Right.
She may not wanna go to Victoria's Secrets anymore because the house is the bigger plan. After we get the house, now we can get the boat, or we can do other things, and now you can buy your shoes and I can buy this and that, you know what I'm saying? It's different.
Yeah.
Everyone views it different.
Okay, so what age group do you guys prefer dating? Like older than you or younger?
That's a good question.
Right,
That's a good question. So,
It's a beautiful question.
if I was back to one of our earlier questions, would I date someone, like dating someone younger? I never liked dating younger individuals because the conversation ain't there. You know what I mean? And I was always one of those, like, I'm stimulated by that. If you can't hold a conversation with me, that's it. You know what I mean? You go into, it's not even, I'm just gonna ignore you and probably, all right, man, keep it moving, right? Because I can't go past that. You know, so I've dated women older and I've dated women around my age group, like years in my early 20s, and dating women in my age group at that time, they always say women mature faster than men, but it's like, when you get to that age and depending on what type of intellect you are, I think in my opinion, at that age, like I was a little bit more mature. So I was looking for something more. And the women that were around my age at that time, they didn't offer it. So that led me to women in their late 20s, in their 30s, right? To explore a little bit, right? Because they could actually hold a conversation with me.
I mean, to be honest, I do have a limit, whether it's younger or older. Me personally, based off conversation and getting to know the person, like I'm based off energy. So if you give like great energy, no matter within the guidelines of my age younger or age older, if you have that intellectual connect, and then we just move from there, build. I don't really see much of an issue as far as age is concerned.
What's the age though? What's the limit? What's the max?
Well, I would do like 5 in between, like 5 older, 5 younger. That's it.
What about you ladies? Older or younger?
Yeah,
That's the question.
I like older.
Why do you like older men though?
I don't know.
Being controlled.
I know, yes.
You like to be controlled.
No, I don't like to be controlled, but just something about older men. I don't know, maybe it's the generation, like the culture,
maturity,
like those type of men
maturity.
that I feel like
Guys are
their age are
immature.
like,
You think guys are immature? You think?
Yeah, guys are immature.
At what age though? What age?
I mean, just whatever a 25-year-old woman, like maturity level is at, I feel like a guy that's her age is not like this.
You know, that's
But then-
funny because when I was 20, I was dating a 30-year-old.
You're not like every other guy.
maturity, like, for example, hey guys.
So man, like you're more attracted to like what is it, like wisdom?
Yeah, I don't know. I
Like
just-
sapiosexuals?
I just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
something
yeah.
about older men. I like a little salt and pepper.
That's wisdom, man.
What about you? What do you prefer?
I would say if I wanted to settle down, older. But it's because
How much older?
maybe 5 years, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
If I don't want to settle down though, I'll go for younger because
It's just for the night.
Then we go for
Again, like going towards the younger, what probably like what y'all looking for, like stamina?
That seems like a nice, like, strong Bobby. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because for me, a very important thing, right,
He's like,
is how your woman addresses you. What does she call you, right?
In the moment of?
No. Just in
Oh.
general. Like,
Okay.
hey babe, hey baby.
Yeah.
To me, I think, and I've always said this, for a woman to call you papi is it's the best thing.
My man is safe under Bobby.
That's
That's
like,
that.
that's.
Bobby's Bobby.
Yeah, just like you said, Poppy is the greatest thing, you know?
The reason I say that is because, so papi and, so this maybe sound weird to you guys, but papi and daddy, like, don't call me daddy.
No,
I'm not your father.
Right.
Yeah.
Call me papi. That
Right.
whole daddy thing, that's whack.
Right.
So, papi. Daddy
I
or
love
papi?
it. Poppy, no, come on. That sounds more foreign, more exotic, like, you know what I
Just so
mean?
you know, it does mean the same thing.
Yeah, but there's something about it.
But you know what?
It's
Depends where you're
different,
from.
though.
Right.
That's true.
Me personally, never really got called that. Calling me Jay, that shit turns me on already. Cause my name's Jason. I think it's the hat, man.
All right.
You know what I mean? That's
So-
me.
So that leads me to the next question. Do you guys have an issue with your girl calling their friends or other men that they come into conversation with baby?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. It's not even a
Yeah.
question.
Fuck you mean, baby?
That's never happened.
Because personally, I call everyone
That's-
baby.
but that's just how you
because
talk.
it's always been an
Bar-
issue.
As
It's
a
always been
bartender,
an
you
issue.
do
Yeah.
that. As a
Yeah.
bartender, it's like a habit. You're like, thank you, baby.
Yeah, hey baby.
What if your man's a bartender and he's calling other women? Hey baby.
Right.
You want me to answer that?
Answer it. Go ahead.
First, I wouldn't date a bartender.
Cut it out, man. Great question.
Great answer.
I don't know. I mean, delivery, I guess, would be a big factor of how you delivering that word.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't agree with it either way. You know what I mean? Especially when I'm just gonna being called Jay. You ain't gonna call nobody else. Just, I'm just saying.
So I'm Jay, but he's baby. I know his name.
What the fuck happened?
I know his name, baby.
You call me Jay, you call this motherfucker
Baby.
baby.
Right.
Why?
Hey, I'm like,
Why don't I get the baby?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, what the fuck happened here? You know
What the
what I
fuck is he doing that I'm not doing?
mean? Yeah, you know? Got me analyzing.
No, you know what? I fucking love you, dude. Hey, but the funny thing is that you said that you call people baby, like at the bar or whatever. Me, growing up all my life, I always called females mommy. But not, I mean, if I'm trying to talk to one, like, it may be, hey, mommy. You know what I mean? But normally, hey, mommy, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? That's just normal. But sometimes, to some partners that I've had, it's kind of, what the fuck you calling her mommy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get what
It's
you're
like
saying
an
about
endearment
baby.
word.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
You
11.
And you got me.
And we made some money.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Let's go.
All right, guys. Shot. Cheers.
Fellas, last question.
Yeah.
If you're on a first date, what would be the deal breaker? What would be a deal breaker for you? Like, this is the last date now.
I mean, if the girl's like self-absorbed and she's just staying there talking about herself the whole time, I mean, to me, that's like a turn-off, you know? Like, you gotta have like a balance, a flow of conversation, get to know each other on that level. So for me, if you keep talking about yourself and that's all you really care about, like to me, you're self-absorbed and I really don't wanna fuck with you, you know?
Has that happened before?
Yeah, it's happening. Yeah,
Sure.
and girls like that before.
Nowadays, yeah.
Me personally, if you don't have humor, it's not gonna work.
No.
Cause I'm a big ass goof. I like to joke around. Obviously, you guys peeped a little bit of it. I'm a fucking clown. If you can't reciprocate that and bring it back to me and joke with me,